Who's got it? Who's got it? Fire. Get it in.
All right, good morning. Welcome out to Goldsboro, North Carolina. ECAP, sorry for the delay, having technical difficulties here. We're in the rain, having a great time this morning. Hope you're enjoying watching the live stream home in your comfortable living rooms. As we get underway here, I'll catch you up in just a minute. Now batting number 2, Lucas Neely steps in. First pitch misses in the dirt for a ball. 1-0's the count. Bases are juiced at this time. Looks like Jake on third, Eli on second, and Mackay just went in for Maddox at first as a courtesy runner. 1 ball, no strikes to Lucas here, 1 away. 1-0 your scores. Mackay came in. You might have saw that on the stream while we got things going here. Next pitch sails high for a ball. Gets stopped by the catcher behind the plate. 2-0's the count. And got some light rain falling here in Goldsboro this morning. Hopefully that's going to clear out here momentarily. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases juiced. 1 away here in the top of the first. Chases 1. Comes up empty. 2-1's the count. Pick off attempt over to first. Doesn't throw. Holds up. Moves Mackay back to first. Pops that one foul and out of play. That'll move the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Lucas Neely. So he digs back in, one away, bases juice. Pitcher looks in, comes set, delivers. That'll miss in the dirt, gets stopped by the catcher, keeps it there, full count here. Number 11, Davis Whitley awaits on deck. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, righty-righty matchup here. Number 2 looks in, gets his sign, comes set, checks the runner at third, looks back in. The pitch home. Pops it foul and out of play. Count remains full. Number 2 digs back in on the mound, got his sign. He comes set, full count, payoff pitch. That'll miss in the dirt, 4-4. So bases remain loaded here, 1 out. That'll bring up number 11, Davis Whitley, to the plate. Davis digs in from the right side, righty-righty matchup here. Apologize for the delay in getting the stream on. I did a no-no and updated stuff last night without testing it. Pitch home, sails high for a ball, 1-0's the count. Rain slacking off, sun's peeking out behind us, so hopefully this is getting ready to be out of here. The 1-0 offer pops it up, foul. That's going to go back and out of play. That'll even in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 12, Mason Brown, awaits on deck. The 1-1 offer. Pops it up again. That'll sail foul down the first base line and out of play. That'll bring the count 1 ball, 2 strikes here in Goldsboro. This is game 1 of full play for the Canes. Game 2 is slated for 11 o'clock right after this. We'll be right here on this field. The 1-2. Just misses inside. That'll even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher takes a look at Lucas at first, Mackay at second, Eli at third. 1 away, the 2-2 offer. Misses in the dirt, ball 3, full count. Number 2 takes a long look in. Full count, payoff pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for another walk. And that'll walk in another run, 3-0 your score here in the top of the first. Bases juiced, and the number 12, Mason Brown, stepping to the plate. With number 7, Ander on deck, we'll have time called as the coach will go out and have a talk with his pitcher. Tough day to be pitching on the mound. Turf infield, natural grass outfield. Rain is falling, making the ball slick. Something else to have to contend with here in the early goings. We'll reset. We'll have Davis at first, Lucas at second with Mackay at third. Mason Brown stepping up to the plate. Rain begins coming down a little bit heavier here. Thank you for the tent up here, so we can bring you the stream because most of my gear is not waterproof. Step back in. Brown steps in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here after the meeting at the mound. Miller looks in, gets his sign. He comes set. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count. Number 2 digs back in, looks into his catcher, gets his sign. The 1-0 offer. That'll miss some dirt, kick away. Very short backstop here, so you won't see a lot of scores on passed balls. Mackay slipped coming off the bag there. It's wet turf. The 2-0. That'll miss outside, ball 3. Number 7, Ander awaits on deck here. And the 3-0 offer. That'll catch the top part of the zone for a strike. Ceremonial 3-0, strike one. As the rain starts to slack off here. The 3-1. That'll catch the top part of the zone, says blue again. That works the count full. Full count, payoff pitch. That'll miss outside for ball 4, and Mason will draw a walk. That'll walk in another run and bring up number 7, Ander, to the plate. That's going to move Lucas over to third, Davis over to second. Mason trots down to first. That puts number 8, Jeremiah Mitchell, on deck. So Ander digs in another lefty from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. Bases juiced, one away here in the top of the first. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball. Good stop behind the catcher, behind the plate. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Foul tips that one. Catcher stops that with his front shin guard. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One away. Runners will have to move as they are juiced on a base hit. Number 2 takes a look over at third at Lucas, at first at Mason. Nobody holding either one of them on. The 1-1 offer. And that sails inside. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. Just misses for ball 3. 3-1's the count. And the 3-1 offer. And that'll sail high and outside for ball 4. As Ander draws the walk, that'll move everybody over 1 station. 5-0 your score here in the top of the first. Time called. And this is going to be a pitching change here. This will be the second meeting at the mound for the pitcher. So we're going to have a mandatory pitching change here. And as we do so, we're going to step aside. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is. Bases juice, 5-0 your score. Top of the first, 1 away. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Sorry, no check pattern.
All right, welcome back. New pitcher in for C35 Chapel Hill. Another righty, number 17 steps in. Number 8, Jeremiah, steps in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. First pitch in, and he fouls it off down the third base line. That'll bring the count 0-1 as we reset. Davis at third, Mason at second, with Maddox now standing at first. Pinch runner in for Ander as he is the starting pitcher for the Canes today. 0-1 the count here to Jeremiah with bases juiced, one away. Pitch home, misses in the dirt, kicks away, no advancement. And that'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rain comes back in. Looks like it's going to be something we're going to have to deal with, but not enough to kill baseball yet. 1 ball, 1 strike, pitch home. Misses in the dirt. 2-1's the count. Jeremiah digs back in. Number 33 to Reed awaits on deck. And the 2-1. That'll miss in the dirt in front of the plate. 3-1's the count. Three balls, 1 strike. Pitch home. That's going to miss in the dirt. 4 ball 4. And that's going to walk in another runner. And that'll bring up number 33, Reed Carey, to the plate. Reed digs in, bases juice, first pitch. Breaking ball misses. 1-0's the count, top of the lineup. Number 5, Mackay, waits on deck. Mason at third. Maddox at second. Jeremiah at first. That one sails high and to the right. 2-0's the count. Six nothing your score here in the top of the first. Bases juiced, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. That'll catch in there for a strike just below the letters. 2-1's the count. And that's going to hit him. So he'll reach on the hit by pitch. That'll bring Mason home for a 7-0 score here in the top of the first. Top of the lineup, number 5, Mackay, will step in. He's going to step in from the right side. Now Maddox at third, Jeremiah at second, and Reed at first. 1 away here in the top of the first. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. And that's going to hit him. So back-to-back hit by pitches brings in another run. 8-0 your score. That's going to bring up number 13, Jake, with number 10, Eli, awaiting on deck. Jeremiah moves over to third, Reed to second, and Mackay trots down to first on the hit by pitch. All right, Jake will step in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup. Pitch home. Just misses the top part of the zone. 1-0's the count. Rain has ceased here again. The 1-0. Just missed inside. 2-0's the count. The 2-0. Ball sails chin high for a 3-0 count here. And a 3-0 offer. That'll drop in there for a strike on the bottom part of the zone. 3-1's the count. Jake digs back in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch home. That'll miss in the dirt for ball 4. So that'll walk in another run. 9-0 your score here. Bases still juiced. 1 away. That's going to bring up number 10, Eli Suggs.
Hey, 1 down, boys.
Eli will dig in from the right side. Reed has moved to third. Mackay at second, and Jake at first. Eli digs in. Number 17 comes set. Righty-righty matchup here. Pitch home. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count. Eli's new nickname, Sweet Corn, digs in from the right side. The 0-1. And fouls that one into the Chapel Hill dugout. And finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, bases juiced. Pitch home. And jumps out of the way of that one for a ball. 1-2's the count. Bases juiced, 1 away, 1-2 the count, and a pitch home. Strokes that one into center field, right into the center fielder's glove. Mackay is going to get doubled up at second. So a double play gets C35 Chapel Hill out of it. The Canes put up 9. They leave 3 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the first. Canes put up 9 in the top of the first as they take on the C35 Chapel Hill. Your defensive alignment is as follows. Moving third to first, Maddox Stanley at third, Jake at short, Davis at second, Eli at first, right to left, Mason in right, Mackay in center, and Lucas in the left. Your starting pitcher today is Ander as he digs in, and his battery mate behind the plate is Bryson. Next pitch in. And 2-0 to count to get things started here. The 2-0 offer. Misses. So 3-0 the count to the leadoff batter for C35 here. Ander comes set and delivers. Pops it foul and out of play. Gets that ceremonial 3-0 strike one. 3-1 the count. The 3-1. Pops that one back as well, and he's worked it from a 3-0 to a full count here. Long look in, comes set, payoff pitch. That'll miss in the dirt for a leadoff base on balls. That'll put a runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. As number 12 for C35 trots down the first base line. That's going to bring up number 2, your starting pitcher for C35. He looks like he's going to step in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Eli holding the runner at first as Ander looks in, gets his sign, comes set, takes a look at the runner at first. Pitch home. Strokes that one just over the outstretched glove of Eli. Mason comes up, nobody at first to make the play as Eli was shaded over to try to make the grab. And he'll reach on a single. That'll put 2 runners on, first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up number 3 for C35. He digs in from the right side. First pitch misses for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0 offer. And that'll catch the inner half for a strike. 1-1's the count. The 1-1. Sells high for a ball, 2-1. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Davis holding the runner at second as Ander comes set. Pitch home. Sells high, ball 3. 3-1's the count. The 3-1. And that one missed for ball 4. So bases juiced here in the bottom of the first. Brings up number 1 for C35. First pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Comes up empty. Again, very short backstop here, so pass balls probably won't see a lot of people going unless it kicks up one side or the other down the fence. The 0-1. Drills that one into good hop. They got one and is able to beat it out, so run gets on the board on the fielder's choice. And that was Jake to Davis. So 9-1 your score here. Runners on the corners, one away. Number 4 digs in from the right side. Ander comes set. Pitch in, misses high for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That one misses for a ball. 2-0's the count. The 2-0. Runner's gone. Misses inside. Throw down to back to the pitcher. Runner will advance to second on the defensive indifference. 3-0 the count. So 2 runners in scoring position for C35. 9-1 your score here in the bottom of the first with 1 away. That'll catch for a strike. 3-1's the count. Ceremonial 3-0 strike 1. Ander steps off the back, steps back onto the rubber, toes the rubber, looks into Bryson, gets a sign. He comes set, the 3-1 offer. Drills it right between the 5-6 hole. That'll plate another run.
All right.
And to move another runner over. 9-2 your score here in the bottom of the first. Runners on the corners, 1 away. That brings up number 9. Pitch home. Misses outside for a ball. Runner takes off. He'll reach on the defensive indifference. 1-0 to count. The 1-0. Pops it right center. Mackay on the run. Makes the grab. Runner tags. Throw in there.
There you go.
So Mackay makes the grab, shading over to his left for the out. A run comes in on the tag up. Good play at the plate. Not in time. 9-3 your score. Runner at second, 2 away. That'll bring up number 30 for C35. He'll dig in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. Ball sails high and outside. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That'll miss inside. 2-0 to count. Ander comes set. The 2-0 offer. Misses high for a ball. 3-0's the count. The 3-0. Breaking ball stayed high for ball 4. He'll draw the base on balls. That'll put runners at first and second with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Number 15 digs in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here, 2 on. Just misses the bottom part of the zone. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That'll drop in there for a strike. The off speed. That'll even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 offer. Fouls it back over towards us on the first base side. And that makes the count 1-2. Off speed got him there. Off the end of the bat. The 1-2 offer. And that one misses, kicks away. Runner takes off to third. Both of them will trail. So that moves runners into scoring position at second and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on, deuces wild. Bottom of the first, 9-3 your score. And here comes set, the 2-2 offer. Chases one high. 4 out number 3. They leave 2 stranded. They put 3 up. 9-3 your scores. We go to the top of the second. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Good boy. Go guys, come on, let's get them. 1, 2, 3. Bring them up. जाने दो बस मारेंगे मारने दो बाबा आराम से दे दो ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करना ये नीचे हो जाएगी ठीक है आगे तक जाओ बाबा throw them out. One check batter.
All right, welcome back to Goldsboro. Top of the second we go. 9-3 your score. Leading things off this half inning, your catcher, number 3, Bryson. Number 14, Maddox, awaits on deck. Number 17, still towing the rubber for C35. He was the relief pitcher in the top of the first. First pitch misses in low for a ball. 1-0's the count. Bryson digs back in. Pitcher looks in, gets a sign. Righty-righty matchup here. And the pitch home. Breaking ball. Drops in there for a strike. That'll even the count, 1-1. The 1-1 offer. Sells high, 2-1's the count.
Throw it, come on.
And the 2-1. Misses low.
Bring it up, come on, you got it.
Lucas awaits in the hole. And pitcher steps off. Make sure him and his catcher get on the same page here. The 3-1. Misses high for a ball, so they'll draw the base on balls to get things started here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up number 14, Maddox. So runner in for the catcher. Ball misses inside, 1-0's the count. Maddox digs back in from the right side. Righty, Bryson at first. Pitch in. And that'll catch the lower part of the zone, says Blue. 1-1's the count. Just caught the outer half. The 1-1. That'll miss in the dirt. Bryson slides back into first with the throw down from the catcher. 2-1's the count. Time called as we're going to have a courtesy runner here. Eli's going to go in for Bryson. Bryson's the catcher for the Canes today. 2-1 the count here. Pitch home. Eli's gone on the pitch. Throw misses. Throw down to second. Not in time. Good sign by the shortstop to keep him there. And Eli will be credited with a stolen base here to get things going and move a Canes runner into scoring position here in the top of the second. The 3-1. Strokes it in between the 5-6 hole as the shortstop was holding Eli. Let's see if they think about sending him. They're going to hold him up right there. That puts runners on the corners, and Maddox is on with a single. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Top of the second. That's going to bring up number 2, Lucas Neely, and put number 11, Davis, on deck. Runners on the corners. Pitcher steps off, moves both runners back. Ball misses high. Runner takes off to second, throw down to third. Eli right there for it. Maddox will reach on the defensive indifference. The 1-0. Breaking ball drops in there for strike. I think that's what he called. Not sure what he called there. Pitch home. Goes through on that one for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here. The 2-1. Tells behind him for a ball. 3-1's the count. So another righty-righty matchup here. Number 17, Toes the Rubber's got the sign he wants from his catcher. The 3-1 offer. Breaking ball. Drops in there for a strike. The off speed. Full count payoff pitch. Pops it up down the first base line. They'll give chase, and it'll drop for a foul ball. So count remains full. Runners will retreat back to third and second, respectfully. That'll send Maddox to second, Eli to third, and Lucas will dig back in on a full count. Full count, payoff pitch. And gets him swinging on the off speed. 1 away here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up number 11, Davis, with number 12, Mason, on deck. Pitch home. Drills that one into center field. Center fielder's on the run. He'll make the grab. And they'll double him up. Off the miscommunication here. So with that, they'll leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. 9-3 your score. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Let's go. I've been watching this game a long time. I might check. As long as they get the ball, they give it. Beautiful strikeout. I was standing on the outside. I was like, they just kept going. I'm like, don't swing at that. Don't worry about it. That's the beautiful thing about this game. Get up there, you do that.
All right, we go to the bottom of the second, 9-3 your score. A couple defensive changes for you here. Maddox at third, Eli at short, Davis at second, Reed at first. First pitch in, fouled off, 0-1's the count. Mackay goes to left, Jeremiah goes to center, Mason stays in right. Anders still towing the rubber, the 0-1. Pops it up. Mackay on the run. And he'll make the grab for out number one. Mackay Gibbs making two great plays with his glove that was redone by Laced Gloves and Repair, the official sponsor of the Canes East-Neely team. One away, nobody on. Righty-lefty matchup here. Pitch home. Swings through it for a strike. 0-1's the count. Long look in from Ander. He's got what he wants. The 0-1 offer. Just a bit short. That'll even things up. 1-1. The 1-1 offer. Fouls that one off, chased one high. 1-2 the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Ander looks in, gets his sign, the righty-lefty matchup as he comes set. Pitch home. A little high, says blue. 2-2's the count. And the 2-2 offer. And he'll go down looking for out number 2. That'll bring up number 24 for C35. Nobody on, 2 away. And that'll be the second strikeout for Ander so far today. So a righty-righty matchup here. Pops it up. That's going to go out of play. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Foul tipped. 0-2. Ander seems to have found his groove here in the bottom of the second. And the 0-2 offer. Breaking ball just misses. The 1-2. Fouls it straight back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Just a bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the second. And the 2-2. That sails high again. And full count. Payoff pitch. Gets him swinging as he comes up empty for out number 3. 1-2-3 goes C35. We go to the top of the third. 9-3 your score here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. We go to the top of the third. 9-3 your score here. Leading things off this half inning will be number 12, Mason, followed by Ander, and then Jeremiah. New pitcher in for C35, so we have a lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch in from him. Sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count. So 1 ball, no strikes as he looks in, gets his sign, comes set, the 1-0 offer. And goes golfing and fouls one off down the first base line. 1-1's the count. Mason digs back in, count even, 1-1. Pitch home. And that'll miss in the dirt. 2-1 the count. The 2-1. That'll miss just short for ball 3. 3-1's the count.
Heads up!
It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Mason, the leadoff batter this half inning. Number 7, Ander, awaits on deck. The 3-1. And that'll miss inside for ball 4. And he'll draw the base on balls. And that'll bring up the other lefty, number 7, Ander. Pitcher and catcher walk up to have a talk. This is game 1 in pool play today. Game 2 slated for 11:10. Right after this one will be right here on this field. And then depending on how the weather works out later this afternoon, depends on if we play tomorrow. Ander digs in from the left side. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. Mason with his lead at first. Pitcher comes set. Pick attempt to first. Almost overthrew first. Good stop at first base. Number 30 had to go up and grab it. Pitcher looks in, has got his sign. He comes set. Pitch home. That'll miss in the dirt. Kick away. Mason's taken off to second. And he'll reach on the pass ball. 1-0 the count here. Mason gets his lead at second. Shortstop holding him on. Pitcher looks in, gets a sign, comes set. Checks the runner at second. Pitch home. That one sails high. Good stop by the catcher. 2-0 to count. Time called for a dry baseball. Two balls, no strikes. Top of the third. Runner at second in scoring position. Shortstop holding him on. Pitcher comes set. Pitch home. Ball sails high. Mason's getting a big lead at second out there. Ander looks down to third base line, gets a sign. Ander, your starting pitcher today for the Canes. Shortstop sneaks in behind Mason, bounces off the 3-0, drops in there for the ceremonial 3-0 strike one. Number 8, Jeremiah, waits on deck. Pitcher toes the rubber, looks in, gets a sign, comes set. Checks Mason at second, pitch home. That'll sail high for ball 4, and that'll move a runner down the first base line. Runners at first and second.
Oh, yeah, Jeremiah. Who was the last out? Davis? Davis batted out. Davis can help.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner in for Ander. Ander, the starting pitcher here. So that'll bring up number 8, Jeremiah. He'll dig in from the right side. Davis Whitley now dancing off of first. Mason off of second. Nobody out here in the top of the third. The lefty looks in, gets his sign. He'll come set. Nobody holding Mason at second. First baseman holding Davis. Pitch misses high for a ball. 1-0's the count here. And the 1-0 offer. Misses in dirt, kicks away. Mason takes off to third, throw down to third. Not in time. That gets past the third baseman. Shortstop there to back it up, and that'll keep Mason there. Davis follows down to second on the double steal off the pass ball. 2-0 to count, 2 runners in scoring position here. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball, 3-0 the count. Righty-lefty matchup here. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch home. And that'll miss outside and load the bases with the base on balls. So that puts Mason at third, Davis at second, Jeremiah at first. That's going to bring up number 33, Reed. And top of the lineup, number 5, Mackay, awaits on deck. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Pitch home. That'll catch the inner half for a strike. 0-1's the count. Pitcher toes the rubber. Runners with their leads. Nobody holding them on. Pitch home. Miss inside for a ball. 1-1's the count. Gets past the catcher. Again, very short backstop. From the umpire to the back fence, it's probably no more than 5 feet for those of you watching at home. 1-1 the count here. And foul tipped. 1-2. Bases juiced here in the top of the third. Reed digs back in. And the 1-2 offer. That'll sell high for ball 4. That's going to walk in a run. There's ball 3, excuse me. Now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll get it together here in a minute. I'm looking at too many screens here. Full count, bases juiced. Nobody out. And the payoff pitch. That'll sell high. Now it's a ball 4. That'll walk in a run. 10-3 your score here. And we flip it to the top of the lineup. Time called. And we'll have a coach go out and have a talk with his lefty. 10-3 your score here in the top of the third. Nobody out. Bases are juiced. Davis at third. Jeremiah at second. Reed at first. Game 2 slated for 11:10 here in Goldsboro on the same field. We'll have the live stream up for you there as well. Hopefully the rain has moved out for the rest of our playing time out here today anyway. So we're back at it. Nobody out. Bases juiced. Mackay, top of the lineup, digs in. Jake awaits on deck. Lefty-righty matchup here. That ball sails high. 1-0's the count. The 1-0 offer. That'll miss outside. 2-0. Action in the C35 bullpen. The 2-0. That'll miss low and pass ball, but not enough for any advancement on the base pass. 3-0 the count. Pitcher comes set, the 3-0 offer. That'll sell high for ball 4 and walk in another run. Bases remain loaded. 11-3 your score here, and that's going to bring up number 13, Jake, to the plate. And put Eli on deck. Jake digs in from the right side. Lefty-righty matchup here. Bases juiced. Pitch home. Nice pitch down the heart of the plate for a strike. Jeremiah at third. Reed at second. Mackay at first. The 0-1. That'll sail high for a ball. Catcher comes up to fire down to first. Nobody holding Jeremiah on down there. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jake. The 1-1. Foul tipped into the C35 dugout. 1-2 the count. The lefty comes set. The 1-2. Foul tips it straight back. Right back to the camera. Jake doing his best to have to buy me a new camera. The southpaw looks in. He's got a 1-2 count on Jake here. Bases are juiced in the top of the third. 2 runs have already come in. The 1-2. Pops it up a mile high. Infield fly called. So batter was out on the hit, dropped ball. So that'll bring up number 10, Eli Suggs, and put the catcher, Bryson, on deck. One away here, bases juiced. All runners held up. Pitch home. That'll miss low and away. Good stop by the catcher behind the plate. 1-0's the count here. Eli digs back in. Jeremiah at third, Reed at second, Mackay at first. The 1-0 offer. Into the dugout and pops back out onto the field. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. That ball still high. 2-1's the count.
Sweet corn, big juicy sweet corn. Sweet corn.
The 2-1 offer.
Sweet corn, big juicy sweet corn.
Pitcher comes set. The 2-1. Breaking ball. Caught the top of the zone. 2-2's the count. Eli will dig back in. Bryson awaits on deck. Pitch home. Sails high for ball 3. Full count. Number 18 toes the rubber. Bases juiced. Full count. 1 away. Payoff pitch. Pops it foul and out of play to live and see another one. We'll go and do it again. Full count, payoff pitch. That'll miss in the dirt. Ball 4, walk in another runner. 12-3 your score here. That'll move Reed over to third, Mackay to second, and Eli will trot down to first, and we're going to have a pitching change here. And Bryson will be your next batter on deck. And we'll step aside here. 12-3 your score, 1 away here in the top of the third. You're watching Canes East-Neely baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. New pitcher in. They go to a righty here, number 15 for C35. He's toes the rubber, does a couple warm-up pitches. We'll reset for you here. And leading, up to bat now is number 3, Bryson. Number 14, Maddox awaits on deck. Reed is at third. Mackay at second. Eli Suggs at first. Bases juiced, 1 away. 12-3 your score here in the top of the third. Bryson digs in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Number 15 looks in, gets a sign. He comes set. Pitch home. That'll sail high and inside, kick away. 1-0's the count.
Wake up!
And again, we play at 11:10. Right after this on this field, pitcher calls for a dry baseball. The rain has stopped. Everything's still soaking wet out here. Looks like, based off the radar, we'll get through the next game just fine, unless something changes. As Bryson digs in, 1-0 to count. Pitch home. That'll miss, kick away, 2-0 the count. Number 14, Maddox awaits on deck. Pass ball thrown back out. And the 2-0 offer. That'll miss, 3-0 the count. Three balls, no strikes. Bases juiced, 1 away. Top of the third. Pitch home. They get a strike at the top part of the zone for the ceremonial 3-0 strike 1. And a 3-1 offer. Fouled it straight back. He's worked it from a 3-0 to a full count. Full count as the rain starts to drop again. And the payoff pitch. That'll sail high for ball 4. That'll walk in another run. And time called, and that'll bring out Jake, I believe it is, will take over running duties for Bryson. One away here. Bryson is your catcher. Mackay moves to third. Eli to second. And Jake to first. That brings up number 14, Maddox, with number 2, Lucas, awaiting on deck. Righty-righty matchup here. And therefore strike on the other half. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Pops it up. Balk not called. Second baseman ranges back to make the grab, and he does for out number 2. 2 away here for number 2, Lucas Neely, as he digs in. Number 11, Davis, awaits on deck. And the rain can't make up its mind what it wants to do here. Righty-righty matchup. Bases juiced. Pitch home. Strike on the inner half. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Right. Oh, off the glove of the third baseman. That's going to plate 1. They're going to send Eli as well. Throw coming home. Not in time. And a base hit, or error, I should say. My stats don't matter. That plates 2 more runs. 15-3's your score here. Runners at first and second, 2 away. That's going to bring up Davis Whitley as he digs in, and number 12, Mason Brown, awaits on deck. Two away, 2 runners on. Pitch home. That sails inside for a ball. 1-0's the count. Jake at second, Lucas at first. 2 away. The 1-0. Ball sails high, 2-0 to count. Those of you following Game Changer at home, the pitcher does not have 125 pitches. We just forgot to change him out with all the pitching changes, so 2-0 to count. Sails high again, 3-0. Pitch home. That'll sail high for ball 4 and draw another base on balls as that brings up the lefty, number 12, Mason, with number 7, Anderer, waiting on deck. Bases juice. Jake moves over to third, Lucas to second, and Davis at first, 2 away. Mason digs in from the left side, righty-lefty matchup here. Ball sails high, kicks away, not far enough. 1-0's the count. And the 1-0 offer. Sails high, ball 2. Time called for dry baseball. And the 2-0. That'll catch it for a strike. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. Toe tapper to the pitcher. Throw to first in time for out number 3. They leave 3 stranded. We go to the bottom of the third, 15-3 your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. We'll set your defensive alignment here. Ander still towing the rubber for the Canes. Bryson behind the plate. Number 12 digs in. Righty-righty matchup here. 15-3 your score. First pitch sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count. Reed at first. Lucas at second. Drills that into right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Mason's coming up. Throw into second. Not quite in time from deep right center. And a single to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. So Reed at first, Lucas at second, Jake at short, Jeremiah at third, Maddox in left, Mason in center. I believe that's Davis in right. And that'll be your defensive alignment here. Runner at second. Pitch home. Tip down the first base line. Ander will scoot, throw to first, gets the out at first. Runner advances to third. So that'll be Ander to Reed for out number 1. Runner advances to third. So runner in scoring position, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up number 3 to the plate with 1 away. Pitch home. Breaking ball, pops it up. Lucas ranging back. Right over his outstretched glove for a single. That'll play to run, so an RBI single. 15-4 is your score here. 1 away.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Number 1 steps up to the plate. Runner at first. 1 away. Ander takes a look at him. Comes set. Step off. Throw to first. Not in time. Pitch home. In there, misses outside. 1-0's the count.
Hey, one down, boys.
The 1-0. Sails high, ball 2. Runner takes off, throw to second. Oh, he came out the bag and got him as he overslid the bag there. So caught stealing will be Bryson to Lucas for out number 2. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody on. Swings through it, comes up empty. 2-1's the count. Anders sitting at 50 pitches on the day. Done a good job so far. That'll sell high. 3-1's the count. The 3-1. And that'll miss for ball 4. And the runner will take his trot down to the first base side. That one missed low and away. 2 away here. Number 4 digs in. He'll step in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Runner at first. Reed holding the runner. Ander looks in, gets a sign. Pick attempt to first. Not in time. Ander takes a look at the runner. Reed holding him on. In there for a strike throw down to second. Not in time. Just slid under the tag. Good throw from Bryson. Runner just a step ahead. 0-1 the count. Runner in scoring position for C35. Lucas holding the runner. He'll bounce off the 0-1 offer, pitch high. 1-1's the count, excuse me.
All day there, Leo. Come on.
The 1-1. Pops it up, foul and out of play. 1-2 the count. Ander comes set, the 1-2 offer. Misses, kicks away. Runner does not advance. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Deuce is wild. Bottom of the third. Batter digs back in. Anders got his sign, checks the runner at second. Lucas bounces off. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball. Full count. And Andrew will ask for a new baseball. So the rain comes and goes today. Andrew looks in. Number 4 digs in from the right side, comes set. The payoff pitch upcoming. Fouls it straight back, right to the camera. I think it actually straightened it out with that hit there. We'll do it again. Another payoff pitch coming down the pipe. Pops it up, foul. Reed will give chase, just out of play on the right side. So we'll live to see another one here. Another full count, another payoff pitch. And he'll call that a ball. as that one missed outside. Puts runners at first and second. With 2 away, number 9 digs in from the right side. Pitch home. Misses low for a ball, 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Right into the glove of Lucas Neely. He's saying to hold the ball so we don't get it wet. Lucas puts it away for out number 3. That'll leave 2 on as we go to the top of the 4th. 15-4 is your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the 4th. 15-4 your score. Leading things off this half inning will be the starting pitcher, number 7, Ander, followed by number 8, Jeremiah, and number 33, Reed in the hole. Ander will dig in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here to get things started. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. And the 0-2 offer. That'll miss in the dirt. Gets out of the way. 1-2's the count. That'll sell high for a ball. That'll even the count. 2-2. The 2-2. Sells high, ball 3. A full count. Number 8, Jeremiah, waits on deck. Payoff pitch. And that'll miss for ball 4. He'll draw the base on balls. Last batted out would be Mason. So runner for the pitcher here as Ander will come in. That'll put Mason Brown at first with number 8, Jeremiah, digging in from the right side. Number 33, Reed, awaits on deck. Jeremiah digs in. Mason with his lead. Pitch home. in there for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Now, kid. That was a good kick. Let's go, kid. Him now. Yeah.
The 1-0. Mason's gone on the pitch. In there for a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. That gets past them. He's going to take off to third.
Hey, Jeremiah.
And
Let's
he'll
go now.
be
Base hit.
credited with a stolen base. And advance to third on the overthrow. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jeremiah here. Looking for a dry baseball. Jeremiah digs in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mason 90 feet away. No outs. Swings through, comes up empty. 1-2 to count. The 1-2.
Yes, sir.
Drills it down the third base line. That'll tail foul and out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Start of this inning had 10 minutes left in the game. C35 is the home team, so they'll get a chance of their at bat at the bottom part of this inning. Jeremiah will dig back in after that rocket down to third base side. Mason gets his lead at third. Pitcher looks in. Sails high for a ball. 2-2's the count. And the 2-2 offer. Right over the shortstop for a base hit RBI. That'll plate another Canes run. 16-4 your score. Runner at first, nobody out. And that'll bring up number 33, Reed. Put top of the lineup, number 5, Mackay on deck. Reed looks down, gets his sign from Coach Neely on the third base side. Jeremiah gets his lead at first. Steps off. That'll move Jeremiah back to first. No throw. Pitch home. That'll miss inside. No throw on the stolen base. Runner at second. Big lead. The 1-0. Woo! And I didn't get that on video, but Darren about took one to the buttocks. There's a rope from Reed down the third base line. Over there dancing. Man, I wish I'd have got that on camera. He's just out of camera shot there. So catcher will walk out, have a talk with his pitcher here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at scoring position, Jeremiah for the Canes. 16-4 your score here in the top of the 4th. And we'll have a talk with Coach go out, have a talk with his pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Runner at second. And the meeting is broke up here, and we're getting back to it. Reed digs back in. 1-1 the count. Number 5, Mackay, waits on deck. Nobody out here. Second game slated for 11:10. I can promise you that's not going to happen. It's going to be later than that. The 1-1. Swings through it, comes up empty. 1-2 the count. Number 15 looks in. He's got his sign. Jeremiah with a good lead at second. Second baseman holding him on. The 1-2 offer. Sails high and outside for a ball. 2-2's the count. The 2-2. Ropes it down to third base line, gets past the third baseman. Jeremiah comes up. He's thinking about it. He's going to hold up there. That'll put runners on the corners after the single from Reed. Jeremiah at third, Reed at first. Number 5, Mackay digs in. That'll put number 13, Jake, on deck. Righty-righty matchup here. Runners on the corners. Reed takes off to second. He'll reach on the defensive indifference. 1 ball, no strikes. Mackay digs in. Next pitch misses inside for a ball. 2-0's the count. Two runners in scoring position for the Canes. 2-0 to count. Mackay looking to go deep. Ball sails high. 3-0 the count. Hitters count here for Mackay. And that's the official notification from the umpire. Time has expired. C35, the home team, will get their chance at their at-bat in the bottom of the inning. 3-0 the count. Pitch home. Pops it into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Jeremiah's coming home. Reed's thinking about it. Bobble in third. They throw it into second, and 2 runs score off the base hit from Mackay Gibbs. 18-4 your score here, and time called. And we're going to have a pitching change here. So we'll step aside. 18-4 your score. Nobody out. Runner at first in the top of the 4th. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we are in the top of the fourth, 18-4 your score. Mackay at first, nobody out. This is going to bring you up your starting shortstop, number 13, Jake. Lefty in for C35, number 24. He comes in. First pitch in from him. This is low for a ball, 1-0 to count. Jake digs back in. Mackay gets his lead. Nobody holding him on. The 1-0. Mackay's gone. Sails high. 2-0 to count. And field umpire having a talk with the pitcher. Probably close to balking would be my guess. The 2-0. Pops it up. Could be trouble. I think that'll go out of play, and it will. So foul ball. Two balls, one strike. Rain come back in. That'll miss, kick away. 3-1's the count. Mackay will take off to third on the pass ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 offer. That'll sail high and outside, and that'll be a base on balls. Runners on the corners. And that'll bring up number 10, Eli Suggs. Eli digs in from the right side. Lefty-righty matchup here. Shows bunt and tries to put one down, fouls it off. Oh, 1 the count. Shows bunt again, pulls it back for a ball, 1-1. As Jekyll's trampled down to second base, puts two more runners in scoring position. One ball, 1 strike. Shows bunt. Pulls it back, 2-1 to count. The 2-1 shows bunt, pulls it back. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. Puts it down. Nobody covering home. And that'll play another run. So Mackay comes in, 19-4 your score here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up your catcher, number 3, Bryson, with number 14, Maddox Stanley, awaiting on deck. Shows bunt, misses, kicks away. Eli takes off down to second on the pass ball. 2 runners on, nobody out, 1-0 the count. Puts down the bunt, fouls it off, 1-1. That'll miss, 2-1. Pitcher looks in, gets a sign. He comes set. And the 2-1 offer. That'll miss high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Number 14, Maddox, awaits on deck with Lucas in the hole. Time called. And I think the pitcher is balking. They're trying not to call it, but letting him know what he's doing. 3-1 the count here in Goldsboro. And we'll do it again. Bryson steps back in, 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Jake at third, Eli at second, the 3-1 offer. That'll be ball 4. So Bryson will trot down to first base. He'll touch it, and then we'll have a courtesy runner in. Bases juiced. Jake at third, Eli at second, Mason at first. This is Maddox Stanley batting from the left side. Catches the outer half for a strike. 0-1's the count. It's a lefty-lefty matchup here. The 0-1 offer. That one misses behind him. No advancement on the runs. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. That'll miss behind him. 2-1's the count. Pitch home. Fouled right over towards us, trying to keep Lucas awake. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Neelys out here dancing from foul balls today. That 2-2. This is in the dirt. Full count. Full count, nobody out, bases juiced. Pitch home. That'll miss outside, ball 4. That'll walk in another run. That'll bring up number 2, Lucas Neely, followed by number 11, Davis Whitley on deck. And looks like we're going to have another, well, we're going to have a talk here. And we're going to have a pitching change here. We'll step aside as another pitcher is coming in. Bases juiced, 20-4. Nobody out. Top of the fourth. We'll be back right after this. All right, that'll be your ball game here in Goldsboro. The Canes take it over C35 20-4 in 3 full innings as we get ready for Game 2. Game 2 is slated to be at 11 o'clock. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a little later than that. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you would like to be notified of when we go live. That'll notify you there. Hopefully the rain holds off for Game 2. Stick around. You're watching Canes East-Neely Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. Goodbye, everybody.